Drop Alert Nation, I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news. Our first story is coming from Machinima. Apparently, they have finally laid the banhammer on their most successful gaming news show. That's right, we're talking about the totally uninformed gaming show, also known as T.U.G.S. A fight broke out between the show's writer, producer, and host, Ricky for the Win, and its co-producer for ETC, Elliot Dewberry. It kicked off last night on Twitter. It started with this. Ricky said, "I can't take this anymore. T.U.G.S is bigger and more important than anything else on our channel." He followed up with, "What started as a joke now consumes everything. Kind of like people who are stuck playing Minecraft for money." And that's when Elliot Dewberry fired back with this. "Fuck you. Our other shows are important, and you're taking T.U.G.S too far. Please kill yourself." Ricky responded with, "You're just jealous that T.U.G.S has taken you out of the spotlight, asshole." Dewberry fired back with, "I will leave this job if one more episode airs. You've been warned." And that's when YouTube employee Bright-Eyed and Bushy-Tailed Fwiz jumped in the mix saying this. "T.U.G.S is the most important show on YouTube at the moment. If either of you cancel it, I will leak the dick pics you sent me." Ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the news today. Let's try to shoot for 10 likes. T.U.G.S Nation, now over 640,000 strokes.
Joke's on you, idiots. We're at E3 and we're not canceled and we'll never be canceled. We're going to be here every week forever.
Nothing can kill us.
And we're inside, so I'm going to trade these things for these things. Anyways, guys, we're here, and that's all that matters. Brett, are you excited about E3 this year?
I think I have strep throat. Regardless, it's the biggest week in gaming. Everyone here is a huge boner for all the fucking news. There's so much to cover that we're pretty much gonna have to race through all the news.
There's new IP, there's new stuff, and then there's old games, which everyone's really excited about for absolutely no reason. Okay.
Nostalgia ruins everything. Never forget.
And of course, guys, we promise to answer the age-old question that everyone wants to know every year, regardless of how fucking pointless it is. Who won E3? Because that's all you care about.
Anyways, let's get into the console wars because Xbox kicked things off Monday morning, which was way too
early.
Fucking early.
How are you supposed to get a drink and get excited for these games?
Yeah, you can't. No,
and what was their big reveal, Brett?
Their big reveal was Battletoads.
No, it wasn't. It was backwards compatibility. Yes, old games. Yes, the biggest news coming out of the Microsoft press event is the fact that the Xbox One will now be backwards compatible, and you will be able to play your old Xbox 360 games.
You know, if you still have the discs and didn't sell them for $1 like a complete fucking idiot with like, "Oh god, this will never happen." Yeah, you fucked up. You fucked up.
And but if you did own the downloaded games, you'll be able to play those again. But that's all dependent on the fact that the developers have to make it okay for you to play these backwards compatible games. And Microsoft really passed the buck by saying, "Oh, we'll just hound the developers if you want your game on here so bad."
Yeah, just suck the dick of every individual developer until they give you what you want. That's how things are done in 2015.
Yeah, everyone just whine. It's not Microsoft's fault, it's the developer's fault. Well, anyways, it's very obvious that this feature should have been there at launch, and we're all super upset about it. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
You better talk into the microphone.
Yeah.
Then there's Halo 5, which, okay, yeah, I mean, it's Halo 5. There's already been a beta. It looks cool. We're fans of Halo. I don't see why this is big news at E3. It's Halo, okay? I mean, at least Halo is like trying to be Halo instead of COD trying to be Halo. But we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. Or won't. That's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Yeah, we have to pass this back and forth because one of the mic inputs is out. Also, I'm dressed in my developer uniform. Can you see my dope denim to match my sport coat, guys? It's a great joke. Anyways, anyone see that badass Xbox Elite controller and get super hyped on it? Looks pretty sweet, yeah? Well, it's gonna cost you $150, so fuck that. I know some of you will get it because you just know it will totally enhance your game, but to us it just looks like a big waste of money considering when it's released it'll be about half the price of the entire console thanks to the holiday sales. Because of like Black Friday and stuff, there's no way that the Xbox is gonna remain at $400. Are you gonna buy the controller, Brett?
No. Don't even own a console. The big reveal for this event was definitely Gears 4, which was inevitable, but somewhat unexpected. Although it is just announced, and we won't be seeing it on our personal screens for a long time, apparently holiday 2016, but who knows, it might get pushed back.
And if you don't want to wait, there's always the up-resed for current gen Gears of War, the Ultimate Edition. So if you want to play Gears of War 1 on a console that's already 3 years old, you can do that, right? That's cool.
We got to see some of Microsoft's augmented reality with a pretty fucking cool Minecraft demo, which is basically just invisible Legos, but we talked about that in a recent episode of Tech Tuesday, so go watch that if you want to know more.
Yeah, they did some other shit too, but you can check that out on your own. We're not going to baby you through this whole thing. So let's move on to PlayStation now. I actually went to the press conference, and I surprisingly liked it. I don't own a PlayStation. I have boycotted Sony for many years, but I liked a lot of the new IP that they have, like titles like Horizon Zero Dawn. I want to dive right into that game and never leave, which is one of the good themes of this year is the female protagonist and boys with their dogs. Great response.
Then there's No Man's Sky, which showed off some pretty massive scale for a video game. Yes, I know, random world generation, not too big of a deal, but still, it's something that can visually show scale like that. It's pretty incredible, and the graphics maintain quality on the actual planets themselves too. I love planets.
Yeah.
I love space. Then there was the reveal of The Last Guardian, which has obviously been contentious.
Yeah.
People have been talking about it for a really long time, and now it's finally real. The Griffin is real. It's here at E3. Can you believe it?
I cannot believe it, Brett. I'm very excited for whatever this game is. I know nothing about it except for that it's a sequel to Shadow of the Colossus. I don't know.
Street Fighter V was teased and apparently will be coming out next year. Some game called Shenmue 3 is asking for your money. And a huge surprise for everyone is that Final Fantasy VII is being remade from the ground up, not just a slight graphical update. It looks like it's gonna be amazing. Going back to Midgar, gonna get in that live stream, gonna get my dick wet in the live stream. God damn, it's about time.
What he said. And then there's Uncharted 4 with that whole controller mishap. I still maintain that that was a completely staged thing to make people believe that it was a live demo. Either way, everyone knows these things aren't live anymore. It's not that big of a deal. People just want to see the gameplay, and the gameplay for Uncharted 4 looked fantastic. I think that the extra time they're going to be taking with this game is actually going to pay off. I'm glad that they're holding it back and making it perfect.
I didn't see anything you're talking about. Of course, PlayStation was not without its faults with stupid shit like exclusive Destiny expansions and a focus on taking back the Call of Duty franchise, which really nobody wants anymore anyway. I would love to abandon it at a fire station like a baby and have someone else raise it.
So yeah, starting with Advanced Warfare Advanced Enhanced Edition with robots and shit, aka Black Ops, PlayStation will get exclusive rights to content like maps and shit, and will also give you access to a multiplayer beta in August apparently. I lasted all of 2 hours in the most recent COD, so a free beta sounds good. I can play it and realize that I don't like this franchise anymore and immediately give it up without paying any money. Thanks, PlayStation.
Another disappointment on the Sony side was the extremely brief showcase of their VR technology. Project Morpheus. I played it in Iceland. I love it. I didn't get any of this here at E3 this year. We were hoping to see a lot more of this than what it can actually accomplish, since running VR through an actual console just doesn't seem like it's gonna cut it anymore. You gotta do a little more work.
You gotta get a PC. The console's gonna be the games that they run on Morpheus are gonna look like shit.
I played Valkyrie, which was like from EVE Online guys, and it looked pretty good. But look, we got a lot coming to Morpheus.
They flew you out to Iceland. You were pretty biased on that.
Now let's talk about what other games came out now, and not just stuff from the console presentation. But wait, Ricky, we forgot to talk about Nintendo.
No, we didn't, Brett. I'm not 8 years old, and I couldn't give less of a shit.
Well, my sources confirm that today at the Nintendo booth, Kanye West was there with his people, okay? So guess what? Hurry up with this damn croissant. Star Fox Zero or whatever the fuck he wants to play.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Star Fox Zero because I did actually play Star Fox when I was a kid, so I do want to talk about that. I'm excited for this, but the fact of the matter is, will I ever play it? And the answer is no. Not unless I'm locked into a room and the only source of entertainment in that room is a Wii U. And once I'm done literally jacking off 5, 6, 7, 8 times, I'll probably pick it up and actually play it. That's the only way I'll probably play that, and I'm sorry. I did love Star Fox as a kid, though. Okay, well, let's move on. There was a huge property which Bethesda finally showed off, and guess what? We're talking about, of course, Doom! But hey, Doom was the first PC game I ever bought. Love it. It's back, it's beautiful, it's bloody, and just a complete mess. We got to see a ton of footage from this game after being dick teased by the 5-second trailer we saw previously, and it's pretty fucking disgusting. You can blow people apart, you can stomp skulls, you can chainsaw people in half, and this is coming out next year, spring of 2016. Get fucked. Yes. This game looks beautiful, and this is my review of my biased review of what I've seen so far. I'm gonna play the shit out of the single player in this, and I will never touch the multiplayer. Like most games that look this good, multiplayer probably won't catch on.
Well, we've always got Quake 3, don't worry.
All right, moving on, guys, we're going to budge. We'll finally talk about Fallout 4 because it was shown at pretty much every press event, even for companies who have nothing to do with it. I'm pretty sure Nintendo showed off Fallout 4 just because they wanted people to watch the press conference. Yeah. So let's talk about it. Fallout takes place in Boston. You can be black or white, which is an obvious game time decision because of the whole Rachel Dolezal controversy. There's an enormous dynamic world to explore. You can pretty much do whatever you want in this.
Except kill dog meat. You sick fucks. Why would you even think about that?
Yeah, so Todd Howard confirmed after the dust had settled on Twitter that he has the power to give eternal life to dogs by saying,
dog meat cannot die.
So here's my thing. You can blow up an entire city in Fallout 3 very shortly after starting the game, but killing a dog is just too much for the people at Bethesda.
I think clearly we've seen a lot more of the dog in the trailer. It's going to be a heightened experience. It's not going to be just some random companion you accidentally shoot in the face during a gunfight. Maybe it's important, okay? Maybe the dog is part of the story, Ruck.
I'm going to use the VAT system or whatever to lock directly onto his heart and shoot straight through it right off the bat.
I'm going to target you with the VAT system, and it's going to say, fuck boy, 78%, and then I shoot you in the head.
No. Please be the first person to mod this game so we can kill that dog.
What is wrong with you? Dog meat is an institution.
I just like freedom, Brett.
I thought I was living in America.
So they also released a mobile game called Fallout Shelter, but it was exclusively for iOS, so, you know, fuck me, right? Beautiful Android race gets nothing? What the fuck, Bethesda? Oh, fuck you, Brett.
Suck my cracked iPhone screen's dick. Woo! They also showed off a trading card game for Elder Scrolls, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Let's talk about EA for the fine folks who've been holding on this long.
Yep.
Just watching hours and hours of this video.
We're very sorry, by the way. Very sorry. Okay, so who won at the EA press conference thing this year? I mean, you have to be an idiot not to know that Battlefront is the clear winner for EA, and also probably this conference. The game looks absolutely beautiful. I'm looking forward to this. Most of all, sorry, Fallout 4 fanboys, you lose.
I knew you weren't a real fucking fan. Get the fuck away from dog meat.
I never said that I was a fan of Fallout. I played Fallout 3 for like an hour. I am not a fan of the series. Maybe this one will change my mind, and I'm not trying to fake that I'm a Fallout fan. Big deal.
Hate him. Back to Battlefront. One look at either of the trailers released for this game, both competitive multiplayer and the co-op stuff, will let you know within a very short time span that we are all going to completely lose our entire lives to this game, and any free time we had previously will now be spent cuddled up in the warm embrace of a tauntaun in this game. I mean, whatever. I don't give a shit, to be honest.
I think it looks fucking great. Battlefield 4 and Star Wars universe, baby. Why are you holding the mic down here for me?
Hi guys, I like Battlefront.
As my opinion of you lowers, I hold the mic lower.
Anyways, we're going to cover this game a lot more in the coming weeks if T.U.G.S still exists. Other notable mentions from EA are the new Mirror's Edge game, which we got a release date for. You'll be able to hardcore parkour your way through this game on February 23rd, 2016, not too far away.
And of course, legendary sports star and hero to millions, no, not Pele.
We're talking about Hoop God, baby. Yes, Hoop God, the star of E3 this year, appeared on stage at EA's press conference for a little game called, I actually don't know what it's called, some NBA game that isn't 2K. Yes, he was brought on stage to show off the tech that NBA 2K came out with last year, but this one is it's on your phone, and it's for a basketball game that no one plays. It ends up in the discount section of any retailer within weeks. So, but it's on your phone, so that's
cool.
cool.
You can't play Fallout Shelter, so you should be fucking grateful.
You know what? I would assume that this is probably just for iOS as well. All right, we're running out of time, Brett. Let's talk about Ubisoft.
Okay, what's big out of them? Ghost Recon's back with Wildlands, which is going to have something to do with fuck tons of cocaine. And get this, it's open world. There's going to be a new South Park game about superheroes instead of the Lord of the Rings parody from last year. And apparently the game The Division isn't just a proof of concept. It will actually be released, allegedly.
Yeah, they say it's going to come out on March 8th, 2016. And if you follow me on Twitter, at RickyFTW, you'll see that I said if that game actually comes out on that date in North America, I will print out the tweet and eat it. Because I do not believe that it'll ever be, maybe it'll probably be released one day, but I don't think that they're going to release it on that day. It'll probably be pushed back again.
Guys, we're running out of time. I know you want to hear Shibby shout at the camera for 45 seconds. He's actually pretty busy shooting this episode because there's only 3 of us here at E3. But let's keep going.
Kingdom Hearts 3 was announced, but there's certainly not a lot of details out there other than this promising gameplay trailer. But it's happening, and that makes people happy. Not me, but people. Some people, they're happy. Just Cause 3 looks batshit insane in all the right ways. Seriously, the gameplay that we're seeing come out of this game looks like a badass Michael Bay movie from the 90s, not his later shit like Transformers. The good Michael Bay. Just Cause 3. Epic.
Battletoads is sort of coming out thanks to a Rare Games collection, which kind of takes the win out of the sales for shithead prankster kids who used to call GameStop and ask if they had any copies of Battletoads, because now they'll just be like, yes.
Yeah, we do.
Yes, we have Battletoads. Thank you. Would you like us to hold a copy?
All right, guys, we're going to do this next bit back at the office because it's just too heartfelt of a moment to say on the show floor. And also, we're reading off a script. We don't want to look down the whole time.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're alive!
Oh, hey.
And actually, Brett's dead, so that makes things awkward.
Only one of us can ever exist at one point.
Yeah, he drank himself to death, which is also not entertaining to watch. It's just really sad, kind of like your pneumonia. Yeah. But, so guys, this is what we were talking about yesterday when we had to cut away. We all know that we missed too much from E3, and maybe you all want more, and maybe we're too nice about this stuff, but that's what's great about E3. Game companies haven't had a chance to really fuck up yet. This is just the starting line. And we give them this week to come together with the gaming community to show off this cool, awesome new stuff, except for Call of Duty. Why don't you go ahead and read this, Elliot?
It's a moment of clarity in a world cluttered by useless information because there really is just too damn much going on here. You have to take a deep breath and just say to yourself, everything's gonna be okay. Look at all these games. There's something for everyone. Yeah, even guys who spend time doing keg stands.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
So we live in a glorious time. I mean, VR is right around the corner. PC gaming exists alongside consoles that, even though they're already outdated, bring people together over their love for one thing: gaming.
Yeah, you have the rest of the year to shit on games. Let's just enjoy them for 1 week.
So without further ado, we will let Shibby be the judgmental one, and he will review the press conferences as a whole. So take it away, Shibby.
Please give it more than 0 out of 10.
E3 2015 has undoubtedly been the worst in recent memory. Games like NBA Live, Game HD, and Call of Duty Black Ops 3 and Rock Band 4 have completely captured the entire breadth of gamers around the world. These three titles alone have secured Nintendo's spot as the clear-cut winner of E3 2015. I know it's an uninformed and unpopular decision, but that's just how I feel. But Shibby, clearly Microsoft won because of backwards compatibility. Spare me, you're not going back to play Mass Effect 1 at 20 FPS on your Xbox? Are you kidding me? This is something that should have been from the start. And Shibby, let's talk about indie games. Are you kidding me? It's like the Steam Greenlight program. HoloLens, minus 20 ports from Hufflepuff because they're playing Minecraft. Fuck! But Shibby,
Sum it all up.
I'm almost done.
Okay,
But
we'll let you guys, it's E3, we'll let you have as much time as you want.
You're playing Destiny.
I completely fucked this whole thing up. But Shibby, clearly Sony won because exclusive missions on certain games that'll eventually be on other platforms. Like, are you kidding me? Wow, really? The nostalgia hype train has been completely derailed this E3. Project Morpheus was an afterthought, and if you think the Wolf Dog Turkey Fantasy 5-7 remake wins you E3, then we're all fucked. E3 this year, 2015, has been a complete disaster. Also, people, please stop giving Dean Hall money for games that'll never be completed. 0 out of 10. E3 2015.
That was 1:35.
That was way too long, Shibby. That was terrible. Stay here. No, stay here with us. Stay here with us. You deserve it. That's our thank you. That's our chaotic episode, guys, from E3. It was rushed. It was way too long. It was completely pointless. We know nothing about games.
All right, but look, Ricky, here's the real question we all want to know. Who actually won E3?
Well, Brett, I'm going to give you an honest answer, and it's an answer that I think everyone is going to be happy with, including all of you out there, and I'm dead serious. Martin Solin, the creator of Unravel, the adorable game which is a puzzly side-scroller with an adorable protagonist made of yarn named Yarny. Yes, and I'm sure that you know why. Shibby, tell him why.
Martin braved it out on stage at the EA press conference in front of loads of people and potentially millions online to talk passionately about the game he and his small studio made.
He was visibly nervous, but his absolute love for what they've created powered him through and made him pretty much everyone we've talked to fall in love with Unravel. So it has been said, so it shall be. E3 2015 goes to Martin. Thank you, Base God. And should we cancel T.U.G.S?
What?
That's the best way to end it.